There are so many games that push the limits of system requirements and technology in order to develop unique gameplay features and outstanding graphics. However, so many gamers don't have the most powerful systems for the highest specs. That's why today we're telling you about 10 of the best PC games with low system requirements. Number 10. Undertale. Undertale is an RPG which, to many, helped redefine how games could be designed. The graphical presentation of the game is charming as it adopts a pixel art style mixed with some more modern effects. Plus, the world is packed to the brim with unique details and charming characters, the soundtrack is fantastic start to finish, and the gameplay can be fast-paced and intense at moments. Number 9. Portal 2. Valve is well known for optimizing the performance of their games, especially for lower-end PCs. Portal 2 benefits from that as the game not only plays and looks great, but the performance of the game is consistent across multiple different specs. Even with the settings toned down, the game is a fantastic puzzle platformer that captures Valve's signature charm and sense of humor. Number 8. Among Us. For some, a good multiplayer party game can be hard to find, but luckily Among Us is here to serve that need. The game is a great time either with strangers or with friends as crewmates try to finish tasks and discover imposters. Plus, the game requires relatively low specs in order to perform at full capacity, meaning that many more gamers can have access to it. Number 7. Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium was initially released in 2019 before receiving an updated version in 2021 and is one of the most celebrated RPGs of the last decade. The game follows an amnesiac detective that's assigned to a murder case, only to have everything spiral out of control. Disco Elysium lets players dive into a story and world drenched in detail and intriguing threads with choices that genuinely have an impact on the story. Number 6. Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program can be a bit deceptive when looking at the wacky mascots front and center. The game strives for the most realism possible, with players needing to study and learn the best options to complete trips and objectives. The game might be a little difficult when starting out, but to many, learning the quirks of the game and figuring out the best way to launch vessels is a satisfying gameplay loop. Number 5. Fallout New Vegas. The first 3 mainline Fallout games and New Vegas are all good picks for those with low-end NPCs. New Vegas is considered the best out of these games, with plenty of great content both in the base game and the DLC, plus the addition of mods available to those looking for a little extra. The world of Fallout New Vegas is one that players will have a fantastic time exploring and impacting throughout their journey. Number 4. Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is the perfect choice for those looking for a punishing strategy game. The game has a gritty and dark aesthetic that complements the gameplay, which often dashes the hopes of even the most well-prepared player. Darkest Dungeon has vast amounts of content already there, plus the amount of mods that players can install to enhance their experience further. Number 3. Stardew Valley. In the opposite direction, Stardew Valley is a great game to relax and build up a farm. There are several different facets to the gameplay loop, with players being able to forage, farm, and fight their way to upgrading their farm and befriending the residents of this charming little town. The game also asks very little of PCs, with a variety of settings accommodating those without the most powerful PC available. Number 2. Hades. For those looking for a roguelike for low-end PCs, Hades is the game for you. It has top-down action with a wide variety of weapons and abilities, letting players tailor their runs to their playstyles. As the player improves and more upgrades stack up over runs, Hades becomes a great time testing the limits of builds and the player's abilities. Number 1. Minecraft. So many of the most popular games of all time ask little of PC's performance in order to run, and Minecraft is no different. Apart from the system requirements, the addictive gameplay loop and near infinite possibilities is why this game is so widespread. Minecraft is a game for everyone, even those without the best PC on the market. That was our list of some of the best games that you can play with low system requirements. Remember to let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.